Korla? Is this you, Korla? It is. It is. This is Korla. Also known as... he or she is going to be playing Reinhardt at Diamond level. He's also in chat, or he's in chat. So we can just be absolutely terrible to him or her. You only recently picked up Rein. The rough learning. Let's dig and see what I can improve on. Okay. We'll see what you do. Oh, God, you're fucking up already. Look at this. Terrible. Oh, and you're up against the Bastion. Pick a different way to attack. I would actually, now that your Winston's in, I would actually say charge. If they're running a lot of stuff and your Winston dove in, you gotta support the guy. He's gonna get shredded. I mean, they have a Hanzo and a Bastion. There's a very high chance of burst damage whooping his ass. So overall, you're just very defensive. It's fucking what a pin. Okay, you did it. I think, alright, that was all good. This is going good. And then everyone died, so you get surrounded. So I mean, if this is your first one of your first times playing Reinhardt, you're going up against a Bastion, so this is a very you're in a rough spot. I would say, actually, doing things all right. I mean, you're shielding what you can. That was good. Okay. Yeah, it sucks your charge was off cooldown, but man, that was a good ult. You got the Mercy, the Zarya, and I forget who else, but definitely did good. Okay. Shield up. Okay. I'll drop the shield here. Yeah, get in. Yeah, go out of there. Alright. So, one thing about Reinhardt, you did try to avoid it. But remember, you're slow with your shield. You know, he sucks at retreating. Aww, you tried. So be wary when you move up a lot as Reinhardt, because it's not like you can turn around and charge, but any good player is just gonna peg you in the back of the head. But you are having an issue because one, they got a Hanzo. A Hanzo can Scatter Shot does a lot of damage, especially to shields. It's not like he's gonna miss that. Also, they got our Bastion, so your shield ability is essentially just gonna be neutered, more or less, in this game. If they keep running the Bastion. I would use your Fire Blast more often. Oh, you know what? I just kicked my sound out. That's why I can't hear anything. Ah, there we go. God damn it. I was like, what the fuck? It's really quiet. Yeah, I've been using Fire Blast on cooldown. I think you played that very well. You did. That was actually like right there was a really good job. Your fire strikes hit more than one person every single time. I mean, you charged. You got a Zarya that was bubbled, but whatever. Like, it happens. I would definitely back up while your diva. So you're okay. I would actually let your diva tank a little bit more and recharge your shield a little bit. Alright, this is what Reinhardt's have to... Okay, perfect. If you can kill that Mercy, that was good. That was good. I think you did everything right there again. I think you're doing pretty good on Rein if this is one of your first times playing him. Watch out for chat. The man that says only use Reinhardt alt when 360ing. You can take his advice, but I'd be careful about that one. The Reinhardt is a little too defensive, letting the other Reinhardt beat on him. The problem is Reinhardt can take the 70 damage. Not a big deal. Ah, the Pharah. So they switched to Pharah. And that's the issue with pushing up a little bit too far. I actually wouldn't push up past the bridge on this one. But no, I think him taking a couple hits. Oh my god, that Pharah is just picking on you now. I hope you win this round at least. Okay, I think you win this round. But yeah, so Reinhardt can take the 70 damage. That's no big deal. Mercy can pretty much heal through that. What can't be undone is the, I mean, he shielded 2,000 damage, more or less, from his team. Okay, it worked. So I don't mind you taking the shots from Reinhardt. Remember, your job as a tank is to provide space. A Reinhardt hammering you in the face is not going to really push your entire team back. In fact, if anything, it opens up their Reinhardt to damage, and it shields your team. Oh, did you clip this for me? That's very nice of you. Well, got a good blast. Blocking the Reinhardt, or not the Reinhardt, but blocking the entire team. I think you played that more or less correctly. Now it's, you're dead. This is where you just try to build alt charge. Oh shit, you got out? No, you didn't. You almost got out. It was gonna be really tough for you to get out of that one. So the thing about this is okay, there's your team. Good, I liked how you checked. Alright, get in there. Oh, he almost did what that guy asked, which was a 360 kill. 360 ult, I should say. Good charge. If anyone presses you up that far, definitely charge him. Almost had it. I think you're playing this. I mean, this is the problem with Reinhardt, is when things get chaotic and all your damage isn't coming from one direction, what do? You try to shield your team as much as possible. That's gonna be game. You guys lost a lot there. So, oh man. Talking about tanks is rough because this is the hard part about talking about tanks is, look, you can be a little bit more aggressive, but also remember the Reinhardt versus Reinhardt battle, meaning he can Earth Shatter through your shield if he's close enough to you, right? If we're looking at a top-down view, you got your little shield here. He has his shield here. I get a red shield. Because hammer down, like, if I should say, here's your shield. A hammer down, if he's there, does happen like right here. He can, depending on your distance, get through you. This guy definitely has ult, right? We've seen it, and actually we know he has ult, but also there's been a lot of time. They got 44%. He hasn't ulted yet. You know it's going to come. So approaching him directly is going to be really, really tough. As a Reinhardt, you do need to be a little more aggressive. Now, don't be like stupid like Fuey. Fuey loves Reinhardt, but he loves Flankheart. He likes not shielding. Now, you need to create space. And by creating space, you have to push up a little bit. Don't push back. You do run the inherent risk of this. Someone coming at you if, you know, you're a little bit too close. This is the bad part. You have to depend on your team for a significant degree as a Reinhardt player. Diva and Winston, they can pick and choose their battles more than a Reinhardt can because of their movement abilities. But with Reinhardt, you are slow. You are a big target. Your job is to protect your team so they can do work. If things open up, then you can start doing things. But if you're at, like, where you're at in this video right here, like, this is good. Most of them died. You barely missed the what's-her-face. Like, that's all you can do. So you get a charge off, perfect. Keep on doing damage. Man, their Reinhardt's been he's been whiffing a lot. You almost got the kill. So, I mean, I think all of this point was fine. The point that you won, I think all of this stuff was really good. I think you're doing the right things here. This one, you were on the back foot against the Bastion, and sometimes you weren't playing aggressively. So let's just go to this at this point. Action, not too much on the action part with Reinhardt. How about this? Your accuracy is great. Good accuracy. Your positioning. I think you're playing. Here's what I think. I think you have a concept of what you're supposed to do as Reinhardt, and you're trying to do that. I think you need to be a tad more aggressive. And I say a tad because as soon as you get a little bit over aggressive, I mean Reinhardt's literally a shield, right? As soon as you get too aggressive, you start inviting people to attack from the sides. So yeah, don't push up too much, but definitely push up. You're a Reinhardt. You need to force the enemy back. That's how you create space for your team. Is you legitimately push a shield forward. Never see me miss with hammer. Yeah, no, your accuracy was fucking great. 100%. Yeah, I would say a tad more aggressive. And being aggressive, meaning you need to charge a little bit more. Especially on those ones where the Reinhardt... That Reinhardt missed a lot of his charges. In his defense, he had a Zarya to back him up for any like really, really stupid mistakes. He kind of had that leeway. While you had a Diva. So that does protect you from a little bit of mistakes, but not quite like a Zarya does. But when you see someone miss a charge, I'd say be more decisive with your charges. If someone encroaches on you, if someone gets right in your face and they're trying to like shoot through your shield, fucking charge them. With the Reinhardt, when you saw him charging and you knew you were out of the way, immediately charge at him. Stuff like that. So that's just a little bit of hesitation things, and hesitation happens all the time. Even at the highest levels, from Bronze to Grandmaster, hesitation happens. They start, they have this much hesitation at Bronze. And maybe like, Diamond has a little bit less, and Grandmaster has a little bit less, and Top 500 has a little bit less. Like, they all have hesitation. You just gotta start wearing it down, start shredding it down a little bit. Information wise, I don't think there's any information mistakes you missed. Like, you weren't really flanked. Like, I think there's no time where I heard something that I didn't see happen. Like, I think your sound game was on point. I think you saw things happening before, what you needed to do. The Bastion, though, you're up against a tough fucking wall with that one. You guys got pushed up into the choke, so I understand why the first one you lost. Your ults were fine. I think your ults were pretty much on point. Your ults were good. At least, I mean, you're shielding a lot. And that's what I want to say, you're tad more aggressive. I want to be like, all right, you don't have to shield as much as you did. Just remember to push up when you notice. As soon as you notice there's a break in combat, and like maybe there's two people and they're shooting at a couple people, but you can move forward a little bit and then shield. And then, drop it and move forward a little bit and shield. Essentially, you just gotta minimize how long you're holding the shield up. I say minimize. I don't want to say minimize. I want to say like min-max. When your team can take a little bit of hits and it allows you to move up quicker, definitely do it. Those ults were not on point. The largest turn was at most 125 degrees. Well, I'm sorry he wasn't doing 360s. Yeah. Now, the good thing about Reinhardt is he's mostly decision-based and less mechanic-based. I mean, mechanics are important, but, it's not like you're going to miss with it's not like you can fuck up using the hammer too much. You can do it. I don't doubt that people can do it, but it's more about when and where and how you do things rather than, like, your ability doing them. I would say your fire strikes are spot on. I think you're doing good. That you're building ult relatively well. I think if you land a charge every now and then, that frickin' sends your ult through the roof. So I think your ult gain is fine. Yeah. I think overall you're doing pretty well. I would just watch the aggression, or I'd say I would try to be more aggressive, try to push up more, try to create more space. Just notice this when your flanks are starting to be exposed. It's great when you can account for all variables, but most people can't account for all variables. Just instead of knowing, oh, they have 3 guys over here. Whoa, got text. Instead of knowing, oh, they have like 2 guys over here and they got this class and this class over here and these 2 classes right here. Just know you're like, oh, my flanks are open. That's a dangerous spot for me to be in. Right? Once you feel your spots like here and here being open, then maybe that's where you should definitely stop advancing. But if you can call these out, you're like, oh, these are 2 supports. All right, I can advance, and maybe I can advance this way. Shield this. But it's funny on my Smurf, I got diamonds with Reinhardt, and I didn't actually I only used shield and I only used alt. I actually wanted to see how far I could get without using any of my abilities. Let me tell you, building alt was fucking annoying. Yeah, I'd be more aggressive. That's what I would do. If you like, I'd like to sum things and down and boil them down to 1 point. 1, I don't see any bad habits, so this is good for you. Nothing really bad, nothing really stupid that you're doing. I think you're playing at your skill level appropriately. And if we want to do one thing besides what we talked about during the review, is add in aggression. I was throwing on a Smurf? No, I wasn't throwing. I was just not using Fire Strike or Charge. I did use my hammer. Yeah, that's how you have to build alt. You have any other questions? Did everything make sense? Was I some assistance to you? Koala. And I keep on calling you a she. I don't know why, but I just assume the name like koala or Korla. I guess I shouldn't assume your gender in 2017. It all made sense to you? Okay. How far did I get? Essentially, I got tired of just I couldn't play it anymore. It was actually killing me as a person. I could do the legendary 9,000 degree shatter. I wonder how